As I remember Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will, but a poor 1,000 crowns, and as thou sayest, charge my brother on his blessing to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. My brother Jacques he kept at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. As for my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or, to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. For call you that keeping of a gentleman on my birth that differs not from the stalking of an ox? His horses are bred better, for, besides that they are fair with their feeding, they're taught their manage, and to that end, riders dearly hired. But I, his brother, gain nothing under him but growth, for which his animals on his dunghills are as much bound to him as I. Besides, this nothing that he so plentifully gives me, the something that nature gave me, his countenance seems to mind for me. He lets me eat with his hinds, bars me in the place of a brother, and, as much as in him lies, minds my gentility with my education. This is it, Adam, that grieves me, and the spirit of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against his servitude. I will no longer endure it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go part Adam, and thou shalt hear, and will shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing, sir. I am not taught to make anything.
What mar you then, sir?
Marry, I am helping you to mar that which God made, a poor unworthy brother of yours, with idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed, and be not a while.
Shall I keep your hogs and eat husks with them? What prodigal portions have I spent that I should come to such penury?
Know where you are, sir?
Oh, sir, very well, here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
Aye, better than him I am before knows me. I know that you are my eldest brother, and, in the gentle condition of blood, you should so know me. The courtesy of nations allows you my better, in that you were the firstborn, but the same tradition takes not away my blood. Were there 20 brothers betwixt us? I have as much my father in me as you, albeit, I confess, your coming before me is near to his reverence.
What, boy?
Come, elder brother, you are too young in this.
Will I lay hands on thee, villain?
Villain! I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Roland of Bois, and he is thrice a villain that says such a man begot villains. Wert thou not my brother, I would not take this hand from thy throat till this other had pulled out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Sweet masters, be patient. For your father's remembrance, be at accord.
Let me go, I say.
Shall not till I please. My father charged you in his will to breed me well. You have trained me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding from me all gentlemanlike qualities. Therefore, allow me such exercise as may become a gentleman, or give me the poor lottery my father left me by testament. With that I will go by my fortunes.
And what wilt thou do? Beg what thou hast spent? Well, sir, get you in. I'll not long be trouble with you, and you shall have some part of your will. I pray thee, leave me.
I shall no further offend you than becomes me for my own good.
Get with him, you old dog.
This old dog, my reward? Most true, I've lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master, for you never said such a word.
Is even so? Beginning to grow upon me? I'll physic your brightness and yet give no 1,000 crowns to either. Hold! Dennis!
Calls, your worship?
Was not Charles, the Duke's wrestler, here to speak with me?
So please you, he is here at the door and importunes access to you.
Call him in. 'Twill be a good way, and tomorrow the wrestling is.
Good morrow to your worship.
Good Monsieur Charles, what is the new news at the new court?
There is no news at the court, sir, but the old news. That is, the old Duke has been banished by his younger brother, the new Duke, and 3 or 4 loving lords have put themselves into voluntary exile along with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the new Duke. Therefore he gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the Duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
Oh no, for the Duke's daughter, her cousin, loves her so, being ever from their cradles bred together, that she would have followed her into exile, or died to stay behind her. She lives in the court and is no less beloved of her uncle than his own daughter, and never 2 ladies loved as they do.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he is already in the forest of Arden, and many a merry men there with him, and there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many a young gentleman flock to him every day, and fleet the time carelessly as they did in the golden world.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Marry do I, sir, and I came to acquaint you with the matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath the disposition to come in disguise against me to try a fault. Tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and he that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit him come in. Therefore, out of my love to you, I came hither to acquaint you with all, that either you stay him from this intendment, or work such a disgrace of yourself as well he shall run into. In that it is a thing of his own search, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love for me. Yourself shall find and most kindly require. I have taken notice of my brother's purpose, and herein, by underhand means, labor to dissuade him. But he is resolute. I tell thee, Charles, it is a stubborn young fellow of France, full of ambition, and the envious emulator of every man's good part, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion. I as lief thou dost break his neck as his finger, and thou wert best to look to it. If thou dost any slight disgrace, or if he do not mightily grace himself upon thee, he'll practice against thee by poison, and trap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thy side till he have taken thy life by some indirect means or other. I tell thee, Charles, and almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living. I speak but brotherly of him, but should I anatomize to thee as he is, I must blush and weep, and thou must pale and wonder.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment. If ever he go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more, and so God keep your worship.
Farewell, good Charles. Now I will stir this gamester. I hope I shall see an end of him. For my soul, and I not know why, hate nothing more than me. He's gentle, never schooled yet learned, full of noble device and enchantingly beloved, especially of my own people, who best know him, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear up. All that remains I kindle the boy thither, which now I'll go about.